Coming right up, the Clippers. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for... The city of Denver is in full motion. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Murray. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And here's McCollum for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Murray finds Gordon, hammers the alley-oop through.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Murray against Lillard. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Floats it up for Jokic. Murray outside. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Cullen passes to Jones. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
All going up court. Here's Jokic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Lillard outside. Shot to stop the run, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now here's Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. He lobs it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jones dishes to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. It's not going to go for him.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Pass to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Passes it to McCollum. Shoots over Barton. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Cloak loose. Dishes it to Porter. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jokic. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the basket by McCollum.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Now here's Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Barton wide open. He fires. Goes back up. Jokic inside. Looking on Nurkic. And there it is for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Bull the pass to Morris. Bull kicks to Morris. To the inside. And the dunk by Bull.
The towering presence that is Bull. He's good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Powell dishes to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Offside Collins. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Simons. Cantor goes up again. Outside Anthony. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Cantor. The pass to Simons. Feeds it to Collins. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Morris, left side. Outside Millsap. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Anthony. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Morris. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. Anthony finds Cantor. Here's Simons.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
To the paint. Here's Bull. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bull's got 6.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And it's Simons missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Denver leading by 17. Morris looking over the floor. Bull kicks to Morris.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Powell for 3. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 19-point game. To the middle, Collins. Banked in off the glass. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 17. Simons the pass to Powell. The Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Rivers against Powell. Now Rivers. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to what a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and that
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Jamal Murray. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And for Jokic,
A slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And it's Jokic in the corner. Here's Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Shooting for Denver, Aaron Gordon.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Lillard.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
An open look for Barton. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Barton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Porter. From the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 21. Fires the 3. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 now.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Lillard against Murray. The shot's good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Looking to get back on track here. And Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray against Lillard. Murray surveying the D. And Jokic wide open. He shoots off target from 3-point range. Trailblazers trail by 18. Nobody near Lillard. And the 3 off target.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Barton dishes to Porter. Fires for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones kicks to McCollum. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
McCollum finds Covington. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Lob pass to Gordon. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Bull the pass to McGee. 5 to shoot. Millsap kicks to Morris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Covington against McGee. To halt the run, and the layup good by Covington.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
And here's Millsap from the arc, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding high with a 23. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in its center. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the three ball is good. Lillard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Morris inside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap trying to get open. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Trailblazers trail by 18. Simons the pass to Cantor. To the left wing. And Collins gets double teamed. That's tipped. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Morris. No good. Shot missing. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell, no one around him. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Three-pointer. And it's Simons missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
For the three. Portland, no good that time either.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The Nuggets leading by 20. Now here's Murray. Jokic on top. No one near him. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Looking to get it going. And he lays it up and in.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aaron Gordon.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Just 4 to shoot. And it's Jokic missing. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Simons, the pass to Powell. From outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. The 3-ball. Drills it from outside. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll... Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on. Anxious to... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Bill Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Beverly against Murray. Leonard dishes to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Beverly after the Nuggets pick up 2. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Now here's Jokic. Over Ibaka. Lob pass to Gordon.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And George kicks to Beverly. Outside, George shoots over Barton. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Passes it to Leonard from downtown. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. Batum trying to break loose.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
And it's Leonard missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Gordon. Barton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And stolen by Barton. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Basket counts.
I feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Barton outside, over George. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Cousins in at the 4. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
3.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't, despite the miss.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Morris, left side. The feed to McGee. Morris trying to free himself up. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first points in this one. Clippers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Zubac's with it. No points in the game yet for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Rivers passes to Bull. Back to Rivers. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. On up the court. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Pass to Bull. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's just a three-point Nugget lead.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Morris with the ball. Started down by Jackson. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason. A year ago, a lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 6 from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Kennard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And Cousins kicks to Kennard. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 4. Millsap passes to Bull. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assist.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Over Morris. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins inside. He's against Morris, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now, here's George. And again, no good by the Clippers. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. And that one's good by Porter.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Barton against George. They get it again. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard attacking.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
There's the pass to Jokic. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Denver had no problems getting going. You could see the daggers in their eye. Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. You've got Murray. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter at the 3.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Here's Murray. And the layup falls. Murray's got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
George passes to Leonard. Count that one.
Now, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Tries from 16. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. George passes to Beverly. Outside for George. Lets a floater go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
Both good from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Floats it up for Jokic. That one misses.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's George. Kicks to Leonard. Down low, Jokic with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And he gets the bucket.
Beverly has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness, and a nice job on the break that time.
Murray against Beverly. And Murray, here we go. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Jokic trying to free himself up. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and beat him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And here is Murray. 12 points for him. To the inside, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Barton against Kennard. Morris outside. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver, and Barton throws it down.
Jokic, long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
Clippers trail by 8. Now Jackson. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Passes it to Zubac. Up top, Morris, guarded by Porter. Morris, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Clippers call time here.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 12 in the game. Now, here is Morris. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing is part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. Floats one up. Rebound by the Clippers. Right side Jackson. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Morris. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets leading by 11. Morris outside. McGee against Cousins. McGee with it. The dish now to Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bull. The shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Kennard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Morris passes to Millsap. Back to Morris, over Jackson, and again, Denver no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. That shot wide open.
Now, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Morris looking over the floor. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Morris. There's the triple. The Nuggets with another miss. And that's a foul called on Bol. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 7. Beverly finds Leonard. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Barton drives in, inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And Murray, here we go.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Beverly the pass to Leonard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Murray, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Murray's got 9 points now in just the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Porter against Leonard. Outside for George. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Porter with the steal, and now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
And a deep three from George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter against Leonard. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. The rebound by Paul George. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Both shots good from the stripe. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Murray. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now here's Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Covington passes to Lillard. Over Jackson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is George. Outside for Batum. It's George on the wing. Powell pulls it in.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Here's Nurkic over Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Jackson finds Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in, and Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
George against McCollum. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is George. 1:32 left to play here in the first. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Powell, no one around him, knocks down the 3-ball.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
Back to Beverly. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 54 seconds left in the first. Kicks it to Lillard for 3. Offensive rebound. There's Here's Nurkic putting it right back in.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Leonard's got 8 points. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Beverly. Powell against Leonard. Knocked loose. Here's Powell. And it comes off the front of the rim. Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for Portland between his point. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays.
Normal begins. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Simons in at the point guard.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Simons surveying the D. Anthony's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Now the Clippers moving it up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Kennard. The Blazers getting the bucket. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Allen's checked in for Kanter. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. 6 to shoot. Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
They grabbed their own miss. And good that time. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Now here's Kennard. Covered by Hollis-Jefferson. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pulls it from 20. Kennard's shot is off.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Here's Simon. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Clippers trail by 11. Now here's Jackson. To the inside. Ibaka. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And here is Los Angeles now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Now here's Powell. The tray. Morris with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. Out to Morris. On the wing, George. Five on the clock. And it's George finishing it off.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Powell for 3. He is hauled in by Paul George. Leonard inside. And so it's Portland heading to the bench. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Yusuf Nurkic had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points. And that should...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. Now here's Lillard following the missed shot by Nurkic. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Off target at the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Morris against Covington. Zubac the pass to Morris. That one falls. Morris has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCollum outside from deep three-point range. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Zubac finds George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Lillard following the score by Reggie Jackson. Lillard outside. Passes it to McCollum. to Lillard over Jackson. And it's Lillard missing.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The three from McCollum. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And stolen by Patterson. A solo fast break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 5 to shoot. Giles kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Portland no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the pass to Beverly. Now here's Kennard. Pass to Mann. For the lead. Kennard's shot is off. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Kennard. He has 7. Wide open look, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Ibaka comes with the double team. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Giles. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Jones against Batum. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. In the corner, Ibaka with it. He feeds it to Batum. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
The shot's good from Kennard. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter from Portland. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Giles in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Los Angeles. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Here's Simons. Anthony in the corner. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. 5 to shoot.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. He kicks it to Batum. And George, here we go. Outside Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. Los Angeles with another miss. And for Portland, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Stolen by George. Leonard against Covington. Outside Leonard. Jackson passes to Morris. Drops it in from 11 feet. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. It's pretty much the story of this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
George passes to Leonard. Kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. With the putback. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Back to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And here's McCollum. They push it up. 4 on 3. Powell for 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Leonard looking around. Connects in the foul line jumper.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. George against McCollum. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Outside Covington. Another shot. Nurkic can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Leonard gets it to go.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. And the call, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked to the team. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And here's George for three. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his third foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Lillard attacking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
George against McCollum. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
It's Powell on the wing. Leonard with the steal. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role. You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
Pass to Lillard. Can't knock in the 3. So it's the Clippers take. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Murray after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Now here's Murray. The kick out to Barton. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. First quarter of play. 1 minute played. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard. Crazy.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Feeds to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Martin from outside. The shot, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And so, the ball's out of bounds. Powell touches it last.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. The feed now to Gordon. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now, here's Jokic. Porter makes it off the glass.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Powell, the pass to Lillard. To the paint. Nurkic finds Lillard. And it's Jones finishing it off.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's Murray. Jokic on top. Up and in on the layup.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Here's Lillard. Fires the 3. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Back to Nurkic. And stolen by Barton. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard the pass to Collins. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And Jones slams it in.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Lillard against Murray. Now Jokic. Gordon with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And Gordon understands the importance of stretching the floor, and he remains a capable three-point shooter.
Nurkic kicks to Collins. Porter against Jones. Gordon with it. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porter. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Jones. And stolen by Lillard. Collins dishes to Lillard. Stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Anthony is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the points. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now, here is Morris. Bull. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Rivers. Morris right side. And here's Millsap from the arc. That one no good. And it's Portland the other way. Stolen by McGee. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. The 10-footer. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Simons. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Out to the wing. Millsap dishes the Bull. It's Rivers on the wing. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Portland trailing here. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Anthony drives in. Gets a hand on it.
A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Back to Millsap. Bull with it. Anthony on him. Bull, the pass to McGee. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Nuggets lead by 4. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Now, here's Millsap following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Rivers finds McGee. Morris inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one drops. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kanter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Kicks it out to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Simons. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Got that one up quick. And now an 8-point Nugget lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Morris passes to McGee. There's the pass to Rivers. And here's Morris for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver leading by 8. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's going up.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel
about that finish.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way, because they know he can go up and get it.
But they'll get another chance. And Anthony gets it to go.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
And here is Morris. Excellent D from Cancer. And so it's the Denver Nuggets.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Trailblazers trail by 8. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Bull in at the center. McCollum, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's McCollum after Austin Rivers scored. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, McCollum.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely start to happen. Shows you what happens when you put in the work.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Porter. That one a little long. Simons surveying the D. McCollum against Barton. Pass to Simons. The 3. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. The kick out to Barton. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Lobs it up for it. Oh! Goodness. Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Moving it up. That one drops for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. That shot missing. And it's Denver the other way.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Cantor against Murray. Anthony on the double team. Here's Jokic. Gordon finds Jokic. Now here's Porter. Sinks the triple. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now here's McCollum. Pulls up. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. .143 left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. Murray, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Jones. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Stolen by Collins. Powell, no one around him. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gordon. Millsap comes in for Michael Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Pass to Jokic. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 10. And Lillard kicks to Jones. From the arc. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Denver, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Collins against McGee. Outside Millsap. From deep three-point range, and so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell, and it's Jones in at the 3. Collins finds Jones. At the top of the key, Powell. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Morris looking over the floor. Jokic on top, shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Stolen by Rivers. Morris inside, covered by Lillard. McGee dishes to Morris. Back to McGee. Tries again. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 14 now for Denver.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Rivers bounce pass. Jokic against Nurkic.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Jones finds Lillard, shoots the three, but they recover it. To the middle, Millsap with the steal. Now, here's Jokic. Rivers passes to Jokic. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Morris passes to Millsap. Back to Morris. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jokic, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. That's 10 points for Jokic.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and it's Portland with the rebound.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jokic.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless. Grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Denver now. Powell finds Lillard from outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, Murray, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's here on the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Batum dishes to Leonard. Three-pointer. Denver grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now the Clippers with it. And George with the stop.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
Pass to Jokic. About a minute played so far here in the first. The kick out to Barton. Shot clock at 6. Jokic against Zubac. And a missed layup. Here's Leonard. Here's Batum. The layup missed.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
A pull-up. Jokic, no good.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Leonard from 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Stolen by Zubac. Three-pointer. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
The pass to Jokic. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Porter kicks to Jokic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And Jokic drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
George with the ball. Zubac finds George. From deep. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Barton, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Leonard on the wing. Over Murray. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Here's Beverly. George passes to Leonard. That one goes in.
Kawhi Leonard is 230 pounds of nothing but pure strength. What a finish at the rim.
Murray surveying the D, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Batum kicks to Beverly. Up top, Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
They get it again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. JaVale McGee comes in for Aaron Gordon. Paul Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now, here is George. Pass to Leonard. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets it to go.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Morris against George. From the line. Out to Morris. Denver passing it around. Here's Bol. No good there. Great D that time from Batum.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Morris passes to Millsap. With some arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Jackson kicks to Morris. Pass to Cousins. Jackson, that's a two-pointer, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clip. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwbacks.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the one. Out to Ibaka, a three ball. Martin with the rebound. Nuggets trail. Here's Bull. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. LA has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Cousins, the pass to Morris. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Martin drives in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Jackson finds Kennard. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Morris, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Pass to Bull. Here's the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Millsap with the steal. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And you got to respect the physicality of Millsap. He can energize his entire team with that level of activity.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
Jumps up, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, making an impact with his defense has been a trademark of Serge's game. Nice job by the big man.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Right side Millsap. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Unloads from 13. Jackson gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Jackson against Morris. Back to McGee. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Gordon.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
And the pass to Zubac. George looking around. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jokic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Zubac against Jokic. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by one.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Outside, Batum. Now Leonard. Jokic with the steal. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much damage.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
There's no doubt. And he's affected the game in any number of ways, and he's definitely important to the success of this team.
Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. 4 on the clock. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Murray outside. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers in the lead. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Barton against George. 2 points. That one goes. And the Clippers lead by 1. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. From deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Beverly finds Zubac at the elbow. Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Beverly missing. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Odd pass to Gordon. That shot off.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Outside Leonard. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Now here's Jokic. Baseline jumper. The Nuggets with another miss.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Morris dishes to Rivers. Pass to Bull. In the corner, it's Morris. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those folks. The coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris into the lane. McGee, the pass to Rivers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. To the paint. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Ibaka, this is to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Over Rivers. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Cousins with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Left side Jackson, uncovered. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, Bull. Wow, hammering it in!
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And here's Jackson. Good work defensively by Morris. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Los Angeles on top, up 2. And fourth. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Morris in at the 3 slot. Lots of room. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Millsap has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Morris with the bucket.
Well, that's what you call shooting in rhythm. If you give Marcus Morris an inch, he's going to understand, okay, it's my opportunity now. Nice pull-up.
Morris dishes to Rivers. Outside for Millsap. Over Kennard. Count that one.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Jackson with it. High post Cousins. Outside for Jackson. Back to Cousins. 6 to shoot. Jackson down low, covered by Morris. Jackson misses.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jokic. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Beverly finds Leonard. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night to take the lead. That one doesn't drop, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Barton against Batum. Back to Jokic. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. And Batum kicks to Beverly. The pass to George. Over in the corner, Batum. Shot from the top of the key. The shot by George, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field. You know, it's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
George dishes to Leonard. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The Nuggets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up to stop the drought. No good from Zubac. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets trail. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Jokic against Zubac. Oh, and they take the lead.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Leonard looking over the floor. It's good!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Passes to Beverly. Back to Leonard. It's good.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. George against Murray. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Beverly against Barton. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And stolen by Gordon. Denver calls timeout. They trail by 1. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
So it's the Clippers taking the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Powell. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now here's Leonard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. they're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher.
Oh, yes, sir. Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Here's Lillard. Five to shoot. Zubac's with it. Morris outside. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. There's the lob to Lillard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's George. Finished off the break. George has got his second basket of the game.
You know, always talk about the first two steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Now here's Powell. Kept alive. Paul George with the steal. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Jones. And that one hits back iron. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's deflected. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Lillard, right side. He lobs it up. Oh!
Wow. Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Morris passes to Zubac. That one good for two.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
The Clippers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Leonard looking around. There's the lob to the hoop.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Covington kicks to Jones. It's stolen by Morris. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Leonard missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Nurkic. Now the pass to Powell. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it, staying...
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And it's Simons missing. The Clippers in the lead. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Kennard against McCollum. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Los Angeles guys shooting with confidence. 50% from the field so far. Kennard up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Man passes to Kennard. Shot from free throw range. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Simons has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Kennard against McCollum. Kennard kicks to Jackson. And here's Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Ibaka, no luck. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Jackson comes over with the double. Down low, here's Collins. And Portland again with the bucket. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Kennard against McCollum. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Jones with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Kanter, the pass to McCollum. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. From deep. That shot off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers trail by 4. Mann passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on that one. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. A 3 from McCollum, and the Trailblazers another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Mann. It's Jackson with the drive. It's good.
Man, with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And there's the feed to Cantor. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's denied.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points and
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. On target from 13 feet. Leonard's got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Lillard outside. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. The pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
2 shots. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Pass to Nurkic. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Powell with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Oh, Covington in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. This one for 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. The dish to Nurkic. Powell, the pass to Lillard. 4 on the shot clock.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 54 seconds left to play here in the third. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Good on the bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Pass to Ibaka. Dishes it to Jackson. And it's good, 2 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. For 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got 5 now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Jackson. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, he typically carries such a heavy load on offense.
The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Portland, Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Jackson looking around, and Batum kicks to Kennard. Connects from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Ibaka finds Kennard. Pulls it from the elbow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 5. first minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
What a luxury for a staff to have a guard who can do this. Lillard able to elevate quickly for the monster jam.
Lillard against Beverly. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. They get the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Lillard scanning the floor. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, George. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover. So that's the best you can say about that play.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Outside for George. Launches a 3. Leonard, no luck.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's the first that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Jones nails both of them.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He dishes it to Leonard. Out to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. It falls.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Over in the corner, Lillard. It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Jones from outside. Portland again missing. Now Morris. So the Clippers with the win. It was up, David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll